Hello guys, this is the Rad Man, and we are doing a special Let's Play. Now, if you'll notice, we are in the Create a New World screen, but the only thing we have the option of is the world name. And you're going to find out what we're going to be doing with that world name. Give it just a minute. There we go. So this is actually a little series that I've been wanting to do just because it's a pretty unique series. I've never seen anything like it. You guys will know what it means. This is modded, by the way. In case you couldn't have already guessed, since yeah, there's no options except what to name your world. And Minecraft is telling me it's not responding. So yeah, I was gonna say I hope it starts. HQM quest. Okay, there we go. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff bombarding us. I didn't know that existed. The little voice. I've never actually played this with the sound on. We might listen to some of these in just a minute. Oops. Wait, where'd it go? That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, yeah, you give me my crescent hammer. I don't know why it did that, but yeah. See, open. So I'll tell you guys what this is as soon as I get what we need to get done. Okay, so we got this thing called a camel pack, which we can fill with water like this, and we can wear that on our back. And this is actually going to be very important, because this is a really hot, dusty planet that we have crash landed on. I think this pack is called Crash Landing. It's available through the Feed the Beast launcher. And what I'm doing right now is I'm digging out a mob pit. Now, this mob pit is, some might not like it, but it's what I use to control mobs and keep them from annoying me all the time. And we're going to pick the easy route just because I've never been able to get very far even with the easy route, so we'll probably try the hard route after we get the easy route done. So we can't do any of those, and we can't do any of those, so I will explain to you guys what is going on during the night, because daytime is actually really short in comparison to the nighttime as far as what you can do. So it's really important to do all that you can during the day before it gets too late. But we need to plant our dirt. You know what? I'm gonna actually move this because I put it there like a while, like most of my other playthroughs, and it just gave me grief. And I would do that tree, but I need to get this little mob pit set up because it makes night a lot easier if you have something like this, because then the mobs can't bug you in the morning except for spiders, which will bug you anytime because they'll just climb on the top of that building. Now, when I say mob trap, I just mean that if they walk in here, they're stuck. Now, I'm not in currently the update that I first played this in. In the update that I first played this in, it was essential to have one of these because like hundreds of mobs would come out every night, all night long. Now I think it's been fixed. I think I'm using a bit of a downgraded version of this pack, and we're just gonna leave this fire because I discovered that it doesn't actually benefit you to get rid of it. It doesn't hurt you either, but it doesn't benefit you. And I'm hearing chickens in the background for some reason. Is that on the internet? It must be. It must be one of those stupid like interactive ads or something. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm just making it so that tall mobs can't get up on this building, because if they do, they can drop down on you from above where we kind of came out. And I guess I might get rid of this sand in front of the window, because this is meant to be like a crashed spaceship or something. I'll read the exact story in a minute, but yeah, for now, don't have time. Gotta hurry, because what we need to do is try and farm some wood tonight too, because I'd like to make like a bridge or something that we can use to get out to our trees, because I usually end up like having to run across my mob trap every day, and I'd like it if I could just put a little bridge instead of what I usually do, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so bone meal. I hate the change where you can't just instantly grow a tree, but I guess it makes sense. It's just a big inconvenience in maps like this, because time is of the essence, and I don't have the time to wait around. Okay, so if these will start despawning, we'll come over here. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, well, yeah, we do need these. I'm going to just put a little bridge, and I can jump over this, and most mobs, except for spiders, I think they'll be too stupid to jump over that, I hope. Because that's kind of what this hinges around. Now, to keep myself from getting like shot by skeletons and stuff, we're actually going to dig this pit too deep here. Yeah, that's definitely an ad. Too deeper than normal right here. Just because if they fall into here, most, not all, but most of the time, like skeletons and stuff will burn up unless they're under like this bridge, but then they won't come out, which is nice. And creepers, this is mainly to trap any creepers that will wander in, because I always have problems with them destroying stuff. But I think in the update I'm using, they actually put it into the game that it'll mob griefings off, because apparently this map isn't actually designed to be blown up every time a creeper gets angry. But yeah, I'll be right back, because I just got called to go have breakfast, and I really want breakfast, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, the lag. Yeah, this map can sometimes be laggy because it isn't like one of the biggest mod packs I've ever played, but it has like 99 mods, I think, so only one short of being 100, and yeah, I can jump over that. Yeah, the important thing is I need to be able to get back here, and I think I can grow maybe 2 more trees before nighttime. It's really important that we get as much stuff as we can get done this first day, because after this first day we're going to be on a real resource crunch, because this first day eats up a lot of water and stuff, and water's undoubtedly the most important resource in this pack, because there's none of it on the surface of this planet made of dust. Everything just burns up during the day too. Kind of. It's like you get really, really dehydrated really, really fast if you don't have like this camo pack, and as you can see, we're almost halfway out of water after one day, and that took 4 water bottles, and I only have like 5 left. So we only have enough for about 2 days maximum. And I'm going to do this. Yeah, so the reason that normally I would have gotten rid of that lava, that's supposed to be a leaking engine, by the way, is because in older versions of this, the one older version, or no, I think it's actually the newer version. In the newer version, they didn't have mob griefing off by default. So, and they had, I think, special mobs added into the mix. And the special mobs that have, like, increased blast power and stuff would blow up the entire like this part of the map down to like bedrock and stuff. Just because whenever they touched the lava and got damaged, it would activate them and they would go off, and it was bad. I died like 10 times to that before they actually released the version I'm playing right now as a recommended download to fix that, I think. And I'm guessing that they're trying to work out that, and they just, yeah. And what you're going to want to do if you do play this pack is at night, you need to block off this door, because there are still a few special mobs in this, but not near the amount that come into play later. But there's still enough to give you a good whooping. Now, these 4 items that I've got are really important. This is your first food, unless you somehow survive an entire day without food in this game, which would be really hard. And we're going to need this for later. It's not important right now. And we'll put the other one back. Now this sieve is important, and so this is our crafting bench. This actually sorts through the dust if you just hold right click. And as you can see, we got glowstone dust and a stone. And you use 4 of these to make cobblestone, which is our only way of getting cobblestone, to make a furnace, because I'll just show you this book. So we can drink mud. Here we can make dirty water bottles by taking 1 dirt and 1 water bottle, empty water bottle. And we also have these 2 tools. We'll need to wait for bones to make this, and this we'll have to make quite a few stones. This we need salt, which comes from sorting out that, and you can hear stuff dying. And then we need zombie flesh for that, and then we just have to craft it. So there's a data tablet a long way away from here, but I'm not gonna go after it because it's a pain, honestly. And there's one of the special mobs right there staring at me. And that's the one thing I don't like about being in here like at night all the time. Well, I wouldn't like being outside, but it's kind of creepy being in here and hearing everything outside. Like in the newest version, I don't know if they're going to make it like the hardcore mode, because this isn't hardcore, so if I die it deletes the world. So yeah, I don't want to die. But I will probably end up, because this map is actually really tough to not die at if you don't know what you're doing. And I still have no idea what I'm doing sometimes, because I usually end up forgetting about like getting water and stuff. And that reminds me, there is a way you can actually make dirt in this, and even though dirt doesn't seem very important, it is really essential to your overall survival. What? Oh, you must have to use the same type of planks as you made slabs, because I'm trying to make I think it's called a barrel, and basically you put stuff like saplings and leaves in it, and it decomposes them into dirt. See, I don't have enough saplings that I want to risk doing that right now, and you can hear those guys dying off in the background. We don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. Actually, we do need that. Don't need this, don't need any of this stuff, except for the salt. And the stones. The stones are actually pretty important. So now, what I usually do is just all the first night, I just work on putting dust through this, because this is your only way of getting real materials besides wooden stuff. Yeah. So it's pretty important. And I will show you, one more set of things that we need to make, because it's actually pretty important. 2, 3, 4. That's way too many sticks, but oh well. If you guys recognize what I'm building, you'll know exactly what it is. Patterns, yay, we have Tinker's Construct in this mod. Happy days. Okay, that is definitely... Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I had something running in the background that started an ad. So yeah, so what we'll need is we'll need all of the builders, and we're going to need a crafting table for the last one. And now we make this, and that pretty well used up our supply of wood the first day. So we want the tool station, part builder, and then we'll leave room for something to go in between these two. But I don't have enough wood to make it right now, but I do have this blank pattern, so I'm going to actually make it into a tool rod and just put it back in there for now. And you can hear like all the spiders and stuff, or at least I hope you guys can, because it gets pretty creepy in here at night. Oh, you can see the the special creeper out there. Yeah, he's really fun if he gets in your base. Oh, and almost every mob in this can kill you in 3 hits, so it is really important to do all that you can to survive. And I'm actually going to make a... Oh no. Okay, see, it didn't grief the land. I normally like don't leave the lava out, but for this I needed as much time as I could in the day. And we've got enough stones that we can actually make something that is pretty important to our survival. I didn't realize how important it was until today, though. Need some 2 cobblestone. Okay, if I can craft it, that is. This is a hammer. It basically gives us 4 more attack strength, so we can more effectively destroy things. And night is incredibly long in this, so I wouldn't try taking your chances out there at night, because it takes a while for stuff to settle down, if it settles down. Oh no. I don't know why, sometimes they blow up, sometimes they don't. You can, yeah, a guy just died out there from the lava. I don't know why their AI is really stupid. They always walk into that stuff. But yeah. And this isn't really a place where I do cuts and stuff, just because it is really important to watch all those stats and stuff, because those basically tell you whether or not you're going to be able to survive. Because if your hydration gets below 50, you start nauseating. And if your temperature gauge gets up into the red or yellow zone, you start sweating a lot, and you get heat stroke, which I think it's a combination of mining fatigue and a few of those other things that affect your movement speed. So you basically, if you're trying to like dig a hole or something, you're gonna have a fun time doing it with that. And yeah. Yeah, normally, it'll seem like my mob thing isn't really effective the first day, but that's just because of the change with special mobs and stuff. Like, I'll just give you guys a good example. The first time I played this, like, I dug a small pit about half the size of the one that I have now. And when I got done the previous morning, the entire thing was filled up with mobs. Now it obviously isn't, but that's because of the adjustments that I told you about in this downgraded version of the newer one. And yeah, it takes a long time to get anything done in this mod pack too. Just don't think you're going to be able to come in and do it in 5 minutes, because there's no way you will. And this this thing's kind of finicky. You gotta be pretty patient with it while it's doing its thing.